Good morning, everyone. Good. Hope everyone is having a good time out there today. So today, as I said, we're going to be doing Talespire, but first I wanted to bring up that I'm going to put on some background music, just to kind of have something in the middle of things as I am kind of working and doing my thing. I have chosen tabletop audio, um, mostly because, as you can see, I have looked it up and Uh, the idea is if you're monetizing a little bit of extra money, not really a big deal. If you're making a lot of extra money, then big deal. While my plan is, of course, making money because work done, stuff for work paid, sort of thing. Uh, that's still this is like I'm not making any money right now, so zero. So he can have what he can have as much of zero as he wants. um, and then there's some Creative Commons art attribution links. And this is notes for, I think, a bunch of the art that he's has in addition on top of his music that you can just kind of look at. But basically, this person, Tabletop Audio, you just go to tabletopaudio.com and you can find him. Uh, just makes music. I think he made music for his kids was the main thing, and uh, Premiere advertising free, free to use, user-supported ambient game audio site on the web. So if you're a DM and you really want some music, I would say go to Tabletop Audio just because it's absolutely free. And he has stuff that's actually for certain specific systems, which is very interesting. And he's won the Any Awards. I don't know what those are. Um, but he has, to give you an idea, there's a game called Spire, and he's made music that is like, this is specifically for Spire. Those of you who don't know, in Spire, you're all drow, or well, you're all dark elves, and you're in this giant city that makes like no sense. And there's a hatchery where all the drow, all the drow, all the dark elves like have this spot where they kind of sit around and doing their thing, and they hatch a bunch of arachnidae. So he's made music specifically for that. So I've queued up about all of the music that's fantasy in quotes, and I'm just going to like randomly play that in the background as we're going through. And then I'm going to start explaining this book. So I'm going to cue that up and make sure the audio's about here. And from there, we're going to make sure that we and we're back in Talespire. So Talespire is a map-making software, which is specifically just, you make a map and do your thing. I am intrigued by it. I don't have a huge recommendation for it because it's something like 30 or 40 bucks per person. Oh yeah, Target, go right ahead and join in. Today is full community day. We're just hanging out, having fun. So Spire is much more of a, not Spire, Talespire is much more of a, everybody has to buy in, and that's why I kind of am against it. They do really good work. It's a really, really good, as far as I can tell, it's a really good 3D map making model thing. And as long as everybody has a copy, you can get minis and walk them around the map and do stuff, and like throw fireballs and stuff, but there's no system data, there's no nothing. It's just, it's more immersive than anything else. And that's the reason I'm not 100% for it, is because there are other ones which are just free or are more specifically just about like, you pay 50 bucks and then like, boom, you can set it up and have it work for everyone. I don't like when a system is, I feel a lot of the core idea that like the buy-in for D&D is the DM at best, because D&D doesn't even need you to buy any of the books. You just kind of need some dice, a couple sheets of paper, and a pretty good idea of what you're doing. But if you're, but I think any kind of like onus should be like one person is providing for everybody else. But that doesn't change that Talespire is pretty interesting. Sorry, Target, if you're odd. I'm getting through to all the talking points. But are you on? How's it going? Oh yeah, cool.
Yeah, I'm doing all right.
Nice. So this dungeon, which I'm building still, is from this book, which is Sly Flourishes, the Lazy DM's workbook. He's got about 3 of these books, kind of thing, that are about like being a lazy dungeon master, which I'm not DMing right now, so I'm just taking the time to kind of read through all this and just get more DMing stuff from like the more theoretical side rather than the actual experience side. So from the Lazy DM's workbook, I'm taking a specific map, which is the I think it's the catacombs. So what you see on the screen is supposed to look like this, which obviously doesn't. But that's just a me problem. That's not like anything to do with the software. Like there's enough work being done in the software in the back end that you can probably make it look right. Anyway, how are you doing, Target? How's your day going?
I'm doing all right. I got today off work because my girlfriend's coming over and we're going to a party later. So
Nice.
yeah.
Party's very good.
Yeah. Oh, and maybe kind of related to this. Just last weekend I ended up picking up a book, Castles and Keeps by Brian Mosley, which is like a D&D 3.5. Like it gives you like 5, 6, you know, multi-page maps of, castles, keeps, forts, watchtowers, stuff like that.
Nice.
And it goes through all of the like, here are the archer slits, here are the murder holes and the portcullises that are controlled from here. These are weaknesses in the defenses and statting out some of the people, which, if you want to adapt to a different game, you can, set it up loosely based on what it statted out. But
Absolutely.
yeah,
That sounds awesome.
really liking the maps.
Very cool. That sounds like a really useful series of things to have then. But yeah, it's it's just awesome. It's always awesome to have more options for D&D. So right now I need to build room 7, which is the King's Tomb, Ironbound chest. This is one of the things about the Lazy DM is I'm not going to go through all of their notes and things, but where in most D&D you're used to it being maybe like a good chunk of information, the Lazy DM toolkit tries to make it just like this kind of little bit of info here, like it's a paragraph, maybe 2 for each room, and then otherwise it's just like that's all you get, and you have to kind of work it out yourself. Which for some people, my understanding is it does not work out, and it's kind of like well, I need more information to kind of work off of. But for others, like especially me, like I'm very not down with writing down all my notes and doing the same thing that most DMs do. I just kind of like wing most things. It's just easier to just be like, okay, how can I make as little organization which will help me, but also keep kind of in the style that I'm currently using? And so Lazy DM works in that way where it's just like, you are going to be lazy, it's just write down these 4 important things, and the rest doesn't really matter.
Yeah. What I find difficult with, like, playing games in specific pre-made world, like in Warhammer 40,000 or something like that, I do not have the attention span to read up on everything in the lore, but if I just have a jumping off point and then I can budget myself, like I'm not going to run into an issue of a player being like, wait, but that doesn't make sense with book 27 of the deep lore.
Yeah, I think there's an important distinction you have to give players also, like, because some players, they're very rare, but some will care, and you just got to tell them straight up, like, this is not going to be that kind of game, and you're just going to have to roll with the punches.
Yeah.
So sometimes things won't make sense. Gilliman, it has an Eldar as a girlfriend. What that's not canon, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Keep moving. Oh man. Boop, boop, boop. So put that there, and then I think the second one was it's all 2 in, which is terrifying. This room looks much larger on the map. Maybe I did the mapping wrong? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, it's right. It's just a small room, but it doesn't look small in the map. Probably because the map, I feel, like if you look at the image really close, I feel that that's supposed to be a 10 by 10 set of squares, but I have not seen the guide explaining that it is a 10 by 10 set of squares. So I've just been using 5-foot squaring for the whole thing.
Yeah, that makes sense. I assume there's no handy mechanism for scale everything up by, 2 by 2.
Nothing yet that I'm aware of, but I'm really uninitiated to Talespire. Like, this is a continuation off of me already not knowing exactly how to build things. Like, I'm fine, this is me just I did enough of the bare bones so that I vaguely knew what I was doing, so I could just start, because I didn't want to do all of the learning in live, because then you would have had all of the learning live, which can have problems.
You want at least like tutorial 1 and 2 to know how to rotate a wall like a pro.
Yeah. Yeah, like I look like I know what I'm doing. That is a lie. I just went on for an hour beforehand, not an hour before today, but I went on for an hour in the past, like a couple weeks ago, and I learned like you press the right mouse button to move it around like this. You press in your mouse wheel to move the camera around, and WASD moves everything else, and then you just kind of like build to your heart's desire. And if you're a creative type, it works out really well. But I'm one of those who's like, it's a room. And when the party goes, are there more details? I'll be like, yeah, there's a rat. But yeah, the big thing that I'm working on right now, in addition to all of it, is I'm trying to make sure I get the ceilings right, because I'm trying to build it as like realistically as I would for a party, which involves a lot of just blatant sitting there and going like, okay, I need a ceiling for this room, because otherwise they'll just see into each room. So my understanding is like they can move the map around too. So if you're just like, if you got a PC and he's like up here, you can see everything, and that's not what we're looking for. So I'm grabbing walls and stuff and trying to fix it in heavy quotes. That is an interesting... So this is something I saw in one of the videos that they were talking about, is this is the slight problem with working with Talespire. They've explained that going from a 2D space to a 3D space is something that a lot of people just kind of assume is easy, but the truth of the matter is like, you don't realize certain information until you're like doing it and you're like, oh, well now this makes sense. So the interior of this section is supposed to be a perfect like 4x4 squares, and the exterior is supposed to be a perfect 2 squares added on. And so that can't happen unless I like maneuver some things around to change stuff. We're not gonna do that yet. We're gonna keep moving and just try out things. But it is interesting to know that that kind of stuff is happening. Oh, hold on. How do I get in here? There's a way. Oh, right. Okay, yeah. I forgot. So up here in the upper right corner, you might not be able to see it, but there's this little bar. At the lower corner, you can see a blue thing, a circle, and then an orange thing. At the top of that bar is a green button. You pull that down, and that changes the vision of what you're allowed to see of the map. So if I pull this low enough, my understanding is, there we go. That ceiling has disappeared, and now I get a full view of what the interior here looks like. And that's okay. So the reason I did that was because I wanted to see how the squares are set up in here, so I can set up the walls on the outside in a similar way. The way that I'm understanding to do that is do something like this. If I put that here, it'll be not connected. So I want it like here? No. Right. How would you... So one of the things that's not really a problem, but definitely something to be aware of in this is there's no way to not be connected to the exact grid they want, to my understanding. So like if I want the wall, it has to kind of be like this, which is fine, but also not what I was hoping for. But it's fine. I'll just use it. So you do that, and it sets up that section of a square so that you can have your thing. Actually, this should be deleted, because we need a corner piece for there.
Yeah, like, it seems like one of those things where the rules, you know, it could be more granular, but that would also just be way more hassle with trying to build things and make them line up and look nice.
Yeah, absolutely. Also, this is an early... I think this is still in early access, so, you know, everything... They're aware of, like, you know, everything happening, because it was a Kickstarter, and so, you know, they've got their fans who are telling them, like, these are the issues here, or we would like this to be worked on. Or did it go full release? I can't remember. I think the last I saw they were in early access, but I think they're also, like, actively working to not be in early access. Not that one. I want... It's a 2x1. Right? Oh no, there's the one that I worked with. Anyway, then you find the piece that you were looking for but didn't know you were looking for. And you're like, oh, there's that wall section. That would have been useful. That one there. This one here. Oh, the two close. There we go. Just throw some down here. Then you can do this, of course, to get multiple out. Sometimes when you do that, you mess up the, there we go. I think that, yeah, that blocks everything off here. Throw one down here. Same kind of deal. This one, it's... And so this is fun. Like, it gives you a lot of ability to show your players, like, what's going on and how things kind of work. Like, this little corner thing is technically an error, but you could put that there, and the players are just going to be like, that's an interesting, weird choice they made. Oh no, is it blocked somehow? Nope, it's fine. I thought red would have meant it's blocked, but no. And then ceiling. And the only way that I've thought to do ceiling right now, which is probably the saddest way to do ceiling, is I just take floor tile and put it on top. Just like, done. That's how you make a ceiling. That's a good ceiling. Quality work right there.
Yeah, I mean, you know, if you're getting an architect who's, like, not getting the corners to line up because they're bad at math, like, maybe they just do that for the ceiling, too. Yep. Same architect.
It's just easier. It's just easier. There's, like, a little bit of gap here, but you can easily... This is supposed to be underground, technically, so that's why I care about these gaps, is, just because it's underground. If it weren't underground, I'd be like, who cares? But technically, it's supposed to be all underground. So that's the second section. And this section is supposed to have a beast in it, but I have no idea how to even comprehend putting a dead body there. I'm sure it's in, like, the... Let's see... Camping... Over on the left here is my filter between building materials, NPCs, and just stuff. And so the real question is, like, is there a stuff section that's just dead bodies? Which it's funny, you, upon getting there, would go, of course there should be a stuff section with just dead bodies. But another part of you can always go like, well, who would think to put that here? But they did. They got some dead body parts. So now I just need to take a look at the giant cow skeleton. Looks like the head goes up here. But is there a way to make it bigger? I'm sure there is. I just need to figure it out. So put the skeleton about here. And grab that and... Nope. Move prop vertically. I don't know how to do this, unfortunately. Yep.
Okay, so it looks like you can scale objects by pressing the plus or minus keys while hovering or holding an object.
I am not quite getting that. Maybe it's control plus? Nope.
Maybe.
Plus and minus are not working, but there might be a plus or minus in here that I'm supposed to be pressing.
Okay.
Let's see. Toggle build light, toggle water display. I unfortunately
does not work on the number pad, which I think would imply that it's a keyboard key.
I tried. I'm trying plus and minus on the keyboard, and that's not seeming to work. Do you have more info on?
Oh wait, no. Sorry. My Google foo is not strong enough. That's for Tabletop Simulator.
Oh, of course. Okay, so we'll just put the bones out. Or let's see if there's a way to. Because if we can kind of like connect it enough to make it look like it's all part of the same beast, that could like. Yeah, something like this. So what you do is you suggest that the spine is humongous. This is my kind of style of doing this. Add details as required. No, at no moment before.
Nothing to see here. It's just a snake with a rib cage.
Yep. That works. Yeah! It looks enough like a creature. You'd think that might be real if you didn't know exactly what had built it.
I think I would suspect that was chitin for some sort of monstrous centipede.
Yeah. And if you did see through the ruse, would you dare question your DM? When he said, you see the remains of a giant creature? Knowing that his ire would bring forth only darkness and despair upon your life? Specifically your character's life. Right there. And like one right there. Oh, no, it's corner piece. Put that right. Oh no. Rotate it like this. Boom. And then rotate it like this. Boom. Man, I'm positive like all the people who are like really good at this are that would ever see this would be like, what is this person doing? Oh, El Dodo King. Hello, it's very early access. Oh, it is very early access. If you got too many crystals, they will start randomly turning off the glow. What are crystals, El Dodo King? I don't even know what those are. Yeah, I am awful at communicating. That's why we have it, so I can get better. Yeah, that walls that off nicely. And then we want this one. Put down some walling. get a corner piece. Oh, okay, good. We're good on corner pieces, so let's just put that there. Do one last corner piece here. And nope. We learned this lesson. There we go. And then just... There you go. Now, wall it off. Down that wall section. Put down this wall section. It is unfortunate that somebody who actually understands showed up for 5 seconds and I ignored them. Yeah, Dodo King, I'm so sorry. Though you are lost to the void, as I understand it, thank you so much for trying to teach this very not understanding person. Yeah, that's... we can pretend that works. And then we just go ahead and grab a corner piece and slam out. And same over here, just in case. We'll raise it up so that we can make sure there's no gaps. Looks like there's no gaps. And burst through. Okay, there's a gap here. How do we fix this gap? Oh, there's also a gap here. There's a massive gap here. Okay, two massive gaps to fix. So first we'll start with this wall section, which we'll place like that. Then we can get back to here. There we go. One right here. It's got a bit of a block off. I'll just put one here, it looks like, and here. Oh no, that's not gonna work. There we go. And corner piece. What did I do? I did something to this wall? There's so many pieces. Let's just delete out the pieces that I don't think are fully needed anymore. I need that piece. There we go. Then this last one. It's good to have daylight. Daylight to seep through everything. Just like that, I'll just put a wall here. Ceiling tiles. We're pretty good. Pretty good. It's just this one piece. There we go. Oh, no. There we go. This dungeon is starting to slowly come along.
There.
Now we just need more walls. Everything else. Ooh, I like this. Look at the way it like disappears. Ooh. Ooh.
Fortunately, my Twitch has been buffering since you put down the skeleton, so
Oh no.
I'll catch up hopefully soon.
I hope it's not was not a thing on my end. It was not everyone's getting this.
Maybe.
It says it's fine. Like I'm loaded, and on mine it says it's fine. But I've learned that if anything, trust the viewers rather than, you know, never trust what your computer says is happening.
Mm.
Your computer likes to say things like "everything is fine, boss. Don't worry about it." You know what I mean?
Yeah, just I know what I'm doing. I don't know what they're on about.
It's like, are you sure you know what you're doing? Because everyone, and I mean everyone, says that something is off. It's like, yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it, boss. We got this. Yep, messed that up. There we go.
Not seen anything or heard you in a little while.
Oh, sorry, I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm just focusing.
Okay. I wasn't sure if it had gotten worse.
Oh my gosh, no, sorry. Although there is now, can't see my mouse very well. There we go. Mouse is back. Just removing a bunch of stuff. How's the loading going on your end?
It's still buffering.
Ouch.
I don't know if it would be a useful diagnostic to try looking at it on my phone as opposed to my computer, if that phone is on the same Wi-Fi I'm using.
Right, yeah. Definitely, but probably won't help out too much. Let's see.
Oh, no, I'm actually able to see it just fine on phone.
Okay. Poor computer. It tries so hard.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm in a bad spot. No, I'm lost. Okay, gotta go back. Okay. Was trying to fill up all the holes, and then I got lost inside, and I was like, nope. There we go. This is a very oppressive building, I feel. That's good. You can remove all the details that you don't want to see. I just love that. I just love that, like, things disappear vibe. Want to see something fun?
Yeah.
Okay, so...
Now that I can see.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
You said okay. Is everything alright?
Oh, just for the briefest moment after you said, want to see something great, it started buffering.
Oh no!
But it went back to normal.
Okay, cool. So there, all of these little, I don't know what to call them, dials or levers or whatever. These four things on the side. I've been using the green one to show off the building without I'm able to make the layers disappear. The blue one I think is the coolest because you can, if as you raise it, it raises the water level, the entire area. And so, like, you can just slowly raise up a bunch of water and just determine, like, how much of your dungeon is underwater by just a quick flip of a switch.
Yeah, that seems pretty cool. Yeah, because
Ooh, and there's water effects.
whether
too.
you want it half submerged or like a trap, I feel like you could use it in either way
Absolutely.
to good effect.
Very definite. Oh, I accidentally moved. No! Oh no! No! Go back. Okay, good. Yeah. The water effects, I think, is a really good option that they added in. Wall section.
Yeah, I feel like that sort of water effect doesn't need to be in like an early access, like early build of the game, but the fact that it is a good sign, right?
I think so, yeah. I think it's also, like, it doesn't need to be there, but it's really good that that's clear on where they're going. Also, I feel it's probably one of the easier things to put into it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, if you were asked, if someone on the team was like, how hard would it be to add a slider that just makes water happen? I feel most people would respond with, that sounds trivially easy. Like, in the grand scheme of things.
And in many cases, they could be wildly wrong, but no.
Absolutely. Oh, so good. Oh no, I see buffering. Yes, oh wait, it's back. Okay. This one? Yeah. This one. No. No, yeah, I guess. I guess this one. Because I could do this. That's a thing that happens in rooms and stuff. And single wall.
It might.
What's up?
I'm just thinking it might not line up as nicely at the corners of that room.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
Like, here it is down here. Like, you see it. It looks kind of okay. I'm hoping that it looks a little bit like an entrance. Because the thing notes that this is a secret door that you're supposed to be aware of. But I was just like, well, I don't know exactly how to make this a secret door, but I do know how to put a wall there and just know that. Just use a specific wall so that I know it's a secret door.
And if the players look askance at it, you delete the wall and congratulate them for seeing through.
Exactly. It's the best way. It's the best way.
Yeah, that book I mentioned specifically had like a secret stairway covered by a tapestry because, yeah, that scans.
It's like, yep, that sounds right. That was Castles and Keeps, correct?
Yes.
Cool. So I want to make sure people get the names of all the things referenced, so that it's not just lost. I need like a baby wall right here. Ooh. And ooh. I think if I were asked what I felt was really wanted, for me personally, it's a I would like. I don't know if they have a thing in here already that lets you do it, because I don't know it well enough, but I would definitely like to be able to make a folder to put my preferred walls and stuff. Because having 50 options is great, but honestly, the amount of times I've wanted to go for this specific wall, which is literally just a 2x1, but I can't see it because I'm silly, and instead I have to pick this wall, which is a 2x1 with an edge on it, that that is what I get frustrated by. Actually, and this. Actually, I can pretty much do this at this point. That's the ceiling for like everything. Then I just lower this down, and the ceilings will disappear. Is there a way to put more light here? I swear I saw something about... That's me. Don't know what that is. Rulers, cut box. Oh, here we are. The build light! It's a flashlight. Build light is kind of cool. Let's see. This wall. This is so much easier now that I've got this going. Oh. It's still easier if I actually do it the right way. That's weird. Apparently I can have... Apparently some wall sections are less than others, if that makes any sense. Like this wall section, I do that, then it must be able to, right? Like it can... No, that's the problem. Can't have it like up against anything. needs that gap. I can't make like a closed section. It would always be this, I guess.
Yeah, so I guess if you wanted like an extra tall room, then you would stack one wall on top of another wall. So you would want that open area.
I guess. I just really would like this to be like this, but actually butt up against the thing instead of be on top, you know? If that makes any
Yeah,
sense.
yeah. I mean, wasn't there a version of that wall that also had the um half floor? Like I know if you want it to be
I think
right
this
up
was
against.
it. And then I can... That must be what the half floor ones are for then. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I could then do this. Yeah, it's still not exactly what I want. I want it like up against the wall, but it can approximate the idea, which is better than what I had before.
Yeah, I think the programming problem of that is that they have the roots hanging outward and they want it all contained in that grid so that you don't have stuff flipping through other tiles and things like that.
Yeah. Hmm. Interesting. So glad I picked tabletop audio to do the music. It's very soothing for me.
Okay. Oh, and if you wanted to reference that book I was talking about, I think I found a link on DriveThruRPG for it that I could just drop in the chat.
Yeah,
I don't know if
that would be great. Yeah, I don't know if I'll show it in the YouTube, or I guess I can try to put a bunch of YouTube links for all that stuff. So that would be useful. A bunch of links in when I make the YouTube video. But yeah, that would be very useful.
Yeah.
So go ahead
I,
and open new link. It is called Masterwork Maps, Strongholds, and Sanctuaries. Very nice.
yeah.
Dark
On
Furies
the print
Publishing.
version, it says castles and keeps, but looking through the contents, it has the same Grimberith Keep, Hailstrom Castle, Pelgern Tower.
Right.
Like, so to the best of my knowledge, it should have all the content that I am talking about. So,
Right.
yeah.
But it is the it's at least the same publisher, so that's at least a huge marker that it's if you
Yeah,
get one, you can find the other.
yeah, it recognizes the author. So, yeah.
Yep. Need a pillar? Pillar. Pillars are also my favorite. Pillars are like this. Boom. Just put I'm gonna make sure I star the things that are my favorites, because somehow I'm hoping there'll be some way to sort that later. Nope. There we go. Perfect. Yes! Soon it shall be complete. This battle dungeon. This one fit here? Yes, it can. Yeah, it fit.
Actually, I think that one more accurate link. Yeah, anyway.
Yeah. I'll keep both. Oh yeah, Castles and Keeps floor plans. Very cool. It's probably two versions of the same book, like regionally different, or like one's an updated version of the other.
Yeah, or like the same series, like if they have, the same sort of quality writing wise, map making, but like, it's castles and keeps versus sanctuaries and whatever else.
Yep. Nope. Oh, it's too high now. Oh my gosh. My gosh. I just get so frustrated with myself when I do it the wrong way, like 4 or 5 times in a row. There we go.
What do you mean you're not a master after one whole hour of practice?
I should be! That's the problem! Oh man, I get way too on that sometimes. An hour is all I need, right? Yeah, I could all of the world's problems. 1 hour, I can master everything in 1 hour each.
I mean, if my lifetime of procrastinating in school taught me anything, an hour is all you need to accomplish anything.
That desperate last stand against the failing grade. You just need 1 hour. Oh man.
I like the glitchy wall where one like glitches through the other. Just if anyone questions it, you say roll a will save, and they'll stop questioning it.
It's too true. It's too true. I'll teach the party to question all my hard work.
And then just keep them on their toes. Half the time they ask, they roll a will save, and the other half they ask, it's like, you see through the illusion into the secret.
When they say, really? You say, sure. And then you put them outside, and you're like, oh no, you are now in void. Yeah, this is fine. Have you seen any of Loki yet?
No, that's on Disney.
Yeah. It's the new Disney. It's there. It has good parts, but it's not. It's not rushed, but it's rushed. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Like it's all really well done and stuff, but like they jump through the plot points kind of quick.
Okay, like they knew they only had a certain number of episodes.
That might be the way to put it, yeah. Like they knew they had their limit on episodes and they just like went in.
Hmm. Okay. Yeah, because I've been following a bunch of the Marvel stuff because what else is there to do?
Yeah.
And I got to um Scarlet Witch or WandaVision.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, and enjoyed that, but I'd basically get Disney Plus like a month at a time and wait until there are a few things on there I actually want to watch, and just cancel the subscription after 1 month. And canceling it was just a bit of a hassle, like just not seeing the option for it. And it's like, you know what? Maybe I'll just not bother with like Winter Soldier, or not Winter Soldier, the Captain America one recently, and the same with Loki.
Yeah,
And maybe after that,
what is it?
I'll back
Falcon
into
and...
it.
It's like Winter Soldier and Falcon or something like that?
That sounds right.
I think it's Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Yes.
Alright. Looks like the one major problem I have is a lot of my walls are slightly off-size from each other. Oh, whatever that was, that's a no.
I feel like with any kind of like computer-aided drafting software or like map making software like this, like you've got to have your practice map where things won't line up, you won't get the lighting right, and it's just so that you learn to recognize mistakes like that and learn good practices.
Yeah. I hear that.
I mean, like to a similar extent, like Minecraft has the same sort of like half block setup to line up things like their stairs and all that. Um, like they have full blocks and then they have half thickness slabs for the same sort of making everything sort of line up enough to look nice.
Yeah. There we go. That's that one. That was a good idea. And then put one here. Yay! Yay! It's working again. Man, this is such a just like with everything, this is such a like don't look at how the sausage is made scenario. Just look at all the extra just bits I have on the side that are just there to keep the thing looking vaguely correct on the other side. Where of it am I? Okay.
Every place that one wall is clipping through another wall and it looks weird, it's a mimic, and if they point it out, it attacks.
Yeah, exactly. Or sometimes I can... no! Okay, never mind, just keep that wall piece there, it's fine.
It's a sliding door wall that reveals the secret passages.
Yep. Hold on. Is this, Oh, I can't have this. I can't have this. Where are you? Oh. I'll fit
I
there,
think in
right?
that empty spot.
Bam! Yeah!
Oh, okay. I would have put one of those corner walls facing outward.
That's probably a better option, to be honest. But I'm lazy, and this takes up 2 blocks, and I know where it is. See, from here it's fine. From here you can't tell. That's all that matters.
All right, yeah.
All these walls need to be raised up by 1, though. So let's... Does that mess with the floor? No, okay, good. Okay, so an important note for anybody watching, you'll notice that when I press O, I open up the library and it shows me all these cool things. If I'm moving something, that open library messes me up. Because if anytime you click on it, it just automatically assumes you're going to the library instead of focusing on what you're working on. Oh dear. The outside world. Those walls are just up there, so I gotta raise this up by 1. And raise this up by 1. And... Part of me is like, this is the right way to do it, but another part of me is screaming that there's a faster way, a dark way, by opening...
Is there a select all option so that you can select a whole line of walls?
Not that I'm aware of. But there is this option. Oh gosh.
It is not a map.
Huh?
It is not a map building technique the Jedi would have told you.
It is called the tessellation. Oh god. Don't do it, Anakin! The players! They'll notice! You underestimate my power! Could do it the faster way. But I hate how it turned out when I did it the faster way! I want to delete all of these little... Not this one, not these.
Give up, Anakin. I have the high walls.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Just leave it. We'll just leave it. It's fine. It's fine. The players will never notice. They're not that smart. It's just 4 of them. And usually they're able to outwit anything I can think of. They can't be that smart. That little mini room is fine the way it is. In fact, it'll get its own... Oh no, it's the same height. It's the same height mostly. Yeah, that's fine. What did I do here? Here are you... Okay. That way they won't try and... I don't know. Yeah, that works. That all works. That all works. This is the last wall section, I guess. feel awful. That's the last one. Nope. One lower.
So, thus far, what is your story of the room with the gigantic skeleton? Like, is that a conversation piece? Is,
Oh, yeah. Okay, so my thought, because it's catacombs. And so catacombs are rarely places where you bring guests for conversation pieces. And room 5, according to this, is the chamber of the beast. So massive bestial skeleton hanging stalactites. So it's supposed to be like an ancient catacomb sort of thing. I'm thinking a level of either. So like either it's an original piece, which was like the people who came here, they were like, according to the catacombs, like a king is somewhere in here, so that this beast will guard the king's catacombs, and they just like shoved it in here without any food, like dolts. and
yeah, it's like an episode of RPG Cribs, like, and here's my pet. No! How did he die?
Yes, exactly. Or second is like, some other dude came in here and like is using the place, and he had a pet something, and he was like, "Oh, I'll put him in the corner here," and like you come back and you pet him and you pet him, and everything was working great till all of a sudden it was so big it was stuck in this room.
Yeah, and then as you try to widen the hallway, your stonemasons are like, "We can't widen it. Those are load-bearing corners."
Yeah. But what about my buddy Jethro? He's more important than all of you. All of the they just look at you for a sec. Well, sir, be that as it may.
it holds up the roof over your pet.
Yeah.
So my recommendation, you hire a necromancer, you disassemble your pet here, and reassemble it elsewhere.
Yep. Yep. That's good. Good thinking. It's a shame it did not work out. The very next week, this place was raided by adventurers, and he killed the beast, got it stripped, was waiting on the necromancer. Adventurers came in, killed everything, and then guys just all he is dust in the wind, just like every NPC.
Or even if you still have all the tools to like do like a raised dead or whatever, some asshole stole a bone. Now you need a true resurrection. And it's like that's gonna cost extra.
Necromancer's sitting there like, no, you told me you had a skeleton that needed raising. The beasts of the dark have 439 bones, and I only count 438.
Now don't you tell me, like, I will be back when I see 439 bones.
Stomps out of there.
Yeah.
As the necromancer is, of course, part of his own TV show, and as he drives away, he says, "There's 438 bones. Professionals have standards, Starts muttering about how he's a professional.
Yeah, another show on the same network, Pimp My Dungeon. Like, we're gonna put an arrow trap here. No, you want original? This is going to pelter them with lodestones, magnets, get up in their joints, cover their visors. They're gonna have a memorable event when you unleash snakes on them.
I love that. Just drop a bunch of Drop a bunch of magnets on them. Love it. No. Okay, wait. Lower that. That makes this easy. Okay. Hour and 10 minutes. Okay, I think we've got walls everywhere. I'm so glad I did some of this before. Oh my god, look at this. I forgot what this looked like. No. Now the party will think that there's some kind of, like, treasure at the end of this little tunnel. You know what? You know, you make that a trap where snakes come out of it, party's gonna be super pissed. It'll be hilarious. Have them go through a whole bunch of trouble of squeezing their little selves in there just for nothing but snakes to come out. That's hilarious. We'll leave it. We'll leave it.
Yeah, it's after 10 feet of squeezing and shimmying through that the pressure plate releases the snakes while you're squeezing.
And as that begins happening, and you're screaming and in pain and frustrated with whoever thought of this horrible dungeon, that's when the automatic spell goes off, and you hear a voice that says something along the lines of like, "Having a tough time? Do you appreciate the amount of danger that this dungeon holds? Call Thomas at Thomas's Dungeons." Just. And Thomas, what do you have to say for yourself about the accusations that you deliberately build traps in such a way as to make adventurers go mad, so they'll hire you on to bring nothing but pain and torment upon others? He just shrugs. Says, that sounds like a you problem.
Yeah. New reporting how the Trap Builders Guild has been leaving notes referring victims to the Adventurers Guild. And they get a kickback for it.
Nice. Okay. Now it's time to do what is possibly the hardest part. Gonna make cavern floor on these steps, and try to make. I'm not gonna do a whole like here's the floor to everything, but I do want to at least do a brush up job here. So we're gonna need walls. So we'll need dungeon walls for the specific purpose of coming down here and just like boom down. No, not that. Boom. And I need... Oh god. This, I think? Do this. Yeah. Yeah. Love this. Now, I'm not going to do the insane thing that I thought of, but I might start working on the insane thing I thought of. So there's like 8 different maps in here, so I was thinking of fusing all the maps into one giant mega map. But that's also insane and impossible, so...
Yeah, I think the only reason to try and do that is if you have players who are like, screw the, like, hallways and rooms, I'm gonna burrow straight down.
Yep.
So you get to see where that links up.
Okay. Nope. Just a little bit more down. Okay. Just make sure these all do what I'm hoping they'll do. Now, cavern wall. I'll just put here, or I guess I gotta do the whole thing. So boom. We'll make it kind of like a cave. So here, here, and like a bit more of wall. Went out this way. Slap on some more flooring and ceiling. Here we go. Some more flooring. Kind of like this. Yep. Oh, okay, that's done. And now...
So, does the tile library have names for the different tiles? Like, to better explain what they are, because is this supposed to be like cobblestones, or?
So there's a filter over here on the left for like castle, castle ruins, cavern, and then they're subdivided by floor, wall, corner, miscellaneous, mining, things like that.
Okay.
So it kind of is easy to figure out, but also kind of like, you need a bit of time to really grasp it.
Okay.
It's here, put this here, put these here. Just pretend that it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's not fine. It's fine. It's fine. There we go. hole here I gotta fix. Okay. Somewhere in here is not flooring. Darn it. There. All thumbs. That is it.
And here in this section of the catacombs, I would put my cask of Amontillado, if I had one.
Exactly. Just trying to... Dang, it's so... Looks like I'm good. I think I'm good. Let's just do a bit of this. Yes, it's pretty much buried off. Okay, good. So party starts here, goes down in there, and then you run through the entire dungeon. And then, like, you know, you throw on something so they don't see the giant dungeon block up ahead. So, like, boom. It's just... Yeah. And... I still see the... Oh, there we go. And, it's gotta be a wall. There's no grassland wall, there's no... Whatever, just do it this way. Put a couple up in front of it. There we go. And same over here. Say about... Nope, not working. Boop. There we go. Now no one will know the dark secret. It's all mostly blocked off. Just throw it over. Good. I have layers.
That didn't block off your stairway down, right?
I can be an adult and check, and the answer is yes, it did. There we go. Stairway down is secure. Now
Great.
Let's try this with Alright, I'm pushing the minion creature button. I would use the test camel. Oh wait, the test camel is only one square. Perfect. Turn off build mode, go to explorer mode.
Wait, while you're placing it, does it just slightly ragdoll?
A little bit.
If you would indulge me and just wag it back and forth. Yes. Yeah. All right, thank you.
So I can move him with the arrow keys, and let's say the ceiling's like up top because I don't know what I'm gonna do. So all right, we're following this camel. Go Kamilski. So far so good. The test camel's inside. I can still kind of see what's going on with everything, but that's all right.
Yes, perfect. He didn't fall through the world.
Yeah, he didn't fall through the world. That's kind of the most important part. I don't know how to open this door. I assume the GM has control over that when he's not in exploration mode. So, let's see, this is cutscene mode. Oh, we can grab shots. What's this? Oh, we can just... Interesting. We can take pictures of what's going on. Neat. Turn-based mode. Previous next. So I assume there's other characters. You have characters, you can see things. But exploration mode. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
Boom,
The view
boom,
feels a little tight. I don't know if like wider corridors would help with that, or if you like angling the camera down, you can see down corridors.
I mean, I can kind of look at corridors, but there's a quick runoff of, visual fidelity.
Yeah.
But
right.
One must remember that I literally chose 5x5 for everything. Let's take a quick. Let's go into build mode, and let's just take a quick detour out into the sunlight for a moment, and make a new building that's like got a 10x10 vibe to it. So,
all right.
Or actually, there is 10x10 rooms, so let's just move the camel to one of those. That's easier. Especially because I don't yet know how to open anything. How do I pick up the camel? Why can I not pick?
Do you need to be in explore mode, or?
There is some way to do it, but I can't remember. You know what's easier? We're just gonna put down a pterodactyl in a larger room. Here, this room is pretty large. And go into... Oh, hello, Hollow Fox. Good morning. So we got our little pterodactyl buddy there. Alright, so we are now the pterodactyl. Let's move that back up. So we've got the ceiling. So we've got our ceiling. We've got our little pterodactyl buddy. It's still pretty hard to see. But that's just because the walls are the way they are. I suppose if the DM didn't mind and just let us have like one room view, we could do stuff like this.
Yeah, that could work.
Yeah. The higher you put it, the wall removal though. So you want everyone who's zoomed in pretty tight. And then they can move kind of like this.
Yeah, we're experimenting with Talespire, just sort of talking over it. And yeah, we just got to the point where like that first level of the dungeon is down, and so we're kind of seeing how it looks player view.
Yep, absolutely. Sorry about that, Hollow Fox. I'm super bad about noticing the chat. But yeah, well, we are using Talespire, playing around with it, seeing where the minis can go and do things. In fact, let's do combat. Test Camel versus the
Aerodactyl?
Yeah, this makes sense.
Go Camel, I believe in you.
Yep. So it's attacks. Then if I attacks, the camel can cast magic missile. You're not in turn mode, top of screen. Oh, okay, turn-based mode. So let's get the characters off to like a position that makes sense vaguely. So this one.
Yes, because naturally the camel as a caster will want to keep its distance.
Of course. So now that we're in turn mode, we can toggle flight. Oh, flight. He doesn't bob the same way. Very cool. So you still right click, still enable torch. So let's enable a torch, sure. Kill. We don't want to kill because I'm pretty sure that's the delete. So there's a little. Oh, we can still move around a little bit. So we see the camel. We right click the camel. We want to attack it. I'm gonna try magic missile again. I think this is magic missile. There we go. So that's pretty fun. Thank you, Hollow Fox, for reminding us about the turn in the top of the screen. But how do we How do we set turn order and things like that? Left control and left click the flying token. Drag it up and down to adjust the height. Oh, I see. Very cool. It's got the little... So now our camel can still do melee if need be. Oh, and can stand under him, right. Let's attack. Save the magic for later. The camel is a blade singer after all. Did you not know? The elves learned all of their magic from the camels.
I read that source book with the desert elves. Your flight will not save you, pterodactyl.
That's right. Get off a couple more shots.
Now see, can the camel fly? Or does the system know that a pterodactyl has wings?
The camel, the system knows that the camel has the ability to fly because
yes,
he
of
taught.
Course.
He is,
because
after all. Yes. Thank you, Hollow Fox. Thank you. This is lovely. After all, what kind of master of magic would the camel be if he didn't have this ability? But yeah. And unfortunately, there's no change in HP at all. You have to kind of mark that yourself. So it's... Uh-oh. It's got like 56 hit points now. Player permission, set size, make unique, rename. Can I do that with the camel? Hide. Oh no! Camel's gone. I'm in trouble. I lost the camel.
No.
I mean, he's here. He's just hidden. Maybe if I go back to build mode... There he is!
He keenly cast invisibility.
Right. How do we get him to stop that? Oh, did I move? I'm accidentally moved something.
Spell magic?
I'm working on mods and hopefully we'll implement rule systems early. Oh, very cool, Hollow Fox! Yeah, rule systems would be nice. That is one of the big things for me personally. That and my understanding is multiple players have to... Oh dear, what did I do? Lost connection to the board. Uh-oh. I might have messed up bad. Oh, my internet dropped. Am I back? It looks like I'm back. Yeah, okay. Back. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Awesome. So yeah, mods are awesome. That was one of the big things that I was not necessarily super concerned about Hollow Fox, but I was like, this is something that like most people would kind of like want, is to see mods and things kind of like come up. The other thing I thought was like for me personally, my understanding is everybody has to buy in, which I can understand, like the need for that, but also I somehow summoned a horse. But also I can see how like teams would be a little less likely to be okay with that. I had to refresh Talespire Twitch. There we go. There we go. Get these back up to a higher level. Nope, nope, nope. Nope. Oh gosh. It's how do I move these guys? Nope. There's a way to move people, I'm sure, but I just don't know it. This is the problem with knowing some of the things, but not all of the things. How do we pick up people? Must be...
Okay, yeah, Holofox. Modding it to being more player friendly. Yeah, that would be sweet. I haven't got it. I'm first seeing it now, but yeah, I think anytime you're working with you know, map making software, stuff like that, you know, there's a lot of difficulty with giving that functionality and also making it accessible to players or novices.
Definitely. The tutorial's been super helpful. Like I should check the tutorial to see how to move people. Like I went through the tutorial, and that kind of got me started. But then I just kind of went running. Okay, free movement. Hold to pick up creatures and move them. Can I just do that in exploration mode then? Is that really what is that what I've been messing up on? Is I can just... No, I've definitely done something where I can't touch creatures right now for some reason.
Holofox says hit tab.
Whoa. Wild. Still can't move them though. Oh, but now I can...
Get out of build mode.
Yeah, I got out of build mode somehow. How do I...
That was the hitting tab that Holofox recommended.
Okay, cool. Oh, now I can move him. Okay, good. Perfect. Let's make him no longer invisible.
Yes, thank you, Holofox.
Thank you so much. Oh, reveal. Okay, I was lost. I was so lost. Yeah, it seems really fun. I just, Holofox, since you know this system a bit better, can players, alone? Like, is this does everyone need to buy a copy, or is this one of those where the GM just needs the copy? Because my understanding is, B is build mode. Got it. Okay, cool. But is this game one where... My understanding has been that everyone needs to buy a copy. Is that correct? Or is it only one person needs a copy? I like this toad. I think I can shrink him down, too. Yeah, that's fair. I do get what you mean. Everybody needs to buy in.
Yeah, that helps. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, my personal view on it has always been, like I stated earlier, like, you don't need the books to play D&D. Those just help. But I totally get that it's like, this is cheaper than everybody getting a PHB sort of thing. And it is more graphically, like, powerful and intensive and cool. Like, for example, there's another one which is like, oh no, Wise Brain not working right now. There's another one which I think is called Foundry. That's like $50, but only the GM has to buy it. But still, like, it's nothing like this. Like, I have models moving around. In that one, I have to, like, go online, find a bunch of images, and, like, plug them in, and then I can use it. And I have to set up my own internet style and all that kind of stuff. It's a whole different thing. And this one at least has, like, this has what it has here. So it's one of those where it's like a difference of what everyone can do. Yeah, it's a small investment. What group does if they don't buy in? They watch another player's screen and tell them where to move their pieces. Yeah, that's true. Like you can always just have the DM just set it up like that. I I kind of like that idea. I am also concerned a little bit about it. Oh, this is a great moment to ask a couple questions since you seem to know since you know the system better. How do we open doors? Like, I know for a couple sections I've got literally walls in the way, so they're not doors, but, like, that at the back is like a door. Oh. Oh, you right-click it. Yep. Yep. That is... Yep, I feel silly for asking that question now. Thank you, though. Boom. And then to close is the same thing. Cool. Do the players get control over opening and closing them, or only the DM? Portcullis can't open. Yeah. Yeah, portcullises, walls, things like that. That's unfortunate, but you can at least, with this new knowledge, some new ideas come to mind. And then if I needed to... Can I... Nope. Oh. Interesting. If I needed to get the camel in... to a specific spot... I guess you almost never would. I was thinking, like, if I needed to, like, take the camel and have it, like, teleport off to a specific area, how would I do that? But now that I'm thinking about that, it's like, why would I ever need to do that? Players can request the GM can improve/decline on doors. Oh, nice. Very cool. What is blocking my buddy from going through here right now? Is he just too big? Nope. Apparently flight was the issue.
I kind of want to make a like a first-time player dungeon puzzle that is just a 5x5 grid of doors for them to try and navigate through.
5x5 grid of doors. Let's go to build mode because apparently something happened.
Oh yeah, the ceiling. We had just had, new dungeon tile floors up a level as a ceiling. I don't know if
yeah. Yeah, we don't know how to. We don't know. This is my second time doing this. We used floor tiles. So many floor tiles for the ceiling.
what is the ceiling but a much higher floor, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. Where's up a little more? See, it's a lot of ceiling tiles. It's a lot of floor tiles. Am I correct in guessing that's not how we're supposed to do this? By just using like an infinite amount of floor tiles like Madman. Check out Demon Gun. He has a lot of tips. Cool. I'm gonna find...
The tutorial probably also does, to be honest.
Probably.
Thank you.
But Demon Gun is a good idea.
Yeah, sorry that we're just sort of going, someone who knows what they're talking about.
It's
fantastic.
It's so good. It's so good to be bad at things. Oh man, just more floor tiles.
Oh, you might be glad not to have caught us earlier when we had two walls clipping through each other, and we were joking about like, if any players point that out as a mistake, you just make them roll a will save, like.
Yep. Oh my gosh. Let's see if the out of build mode. And the camels still go through. Yep, he's still going through. Yeah. Definitely not the best and highest level. I'm mostly just trying to... How do I... Why is this? Is it just because my wall is so low he can climb it, or... Man. It's just higher walls?
Yeah, I don't suppose that's one of the places where you stacked one wall over another and the game is confused.
I would never do such. Probably. Probably. Okay, it looks like it's based on the height of the wall. So now that I've set it at that, it shouldn't be climbable. Yeah, okay, so it's all wall height. Wall height. It was all wall height.
That's a totally intended secret door. It's just like in Doom, where you would walk into a doorway or walk into a wall and then see if you pass through into a secret room.
Yeah, I did. That is supposed to be a secret door, so I'm just gonna keep it like that. That'll be the party's special way of getting through. Oh wait, no, but they don't get to the other side is the problem.
Wait. The secret door you can't pass through, but that wall, ho ho!
True. Interesting.
Fantastic misdirect.
Very cool. Yeah, might try this out a couple more times, or at least try do mapping software in general on Fridays, because this has been a lot of fun. We're getting close on time; it's almost noon. But I really like. Ooh, I like the way that happened, where it's like can't see him, suddenly can see him. Like the. Is that because he has light on him though? So if I disable his torch, it might be because of the light that they're giving off. Yeah, line of sights. Line of sights is such a good portion of map stuff. And still see him, still see him, still see him, still see him. Or did I do something different where now I'm just able to see all of them no matter what? Let's just go over here and test it out. Interesting. Just flying above the walls and see. Oh, okay. Let's get him a little lower then. Let's just keep him down near the ground. And then from this character's point of view. Still can see him, but whatever. Over here enough and he'll be invisible, I think. Went up too high. Really cool. Have to redo the ceilings though. Okay, this is pretty good for a first map, I think. The players would cry their eyes out. Everyone would have a good time. Hollow Fox didn't get too angry at us. So.
It was nice having them.
Yeah, need to use hide volumes. What are hide volumes? I mean, I know I've got this thing. Is this vaguely what hide volumes are?
I see there's a video on Talespire hide volume basics.
Okay, cool.
So,
volumes that you hide stuff. Oh. Hold on. Lots of ceiling.
Okay. That sounds like teasing, but it also, definitely makes sense. Like, if you can just hide the rooms you don't want to show yet, that solves that problem you were talking about earlier.
Oh, you can do that? Oh. I'm gonna need to delete all this ceiling. is, is there a way to delete multiple pieces of ceiling at once? Because I've been doing it one by one. Oh, I did it! That had never worked before. I tried selecting multiple times in the past and it had never worked before, so I just assumed that I had no chance of this working. Oh, so good. Alright, so... Is there a way to grab without... I guess you'd have to just start up here? Yeah! Okay. Let's go ahead and... Let's just start deleting layers. We will soon learn what a ceiling is. Yeah, I know about the adjusting the selection. I just had never... I tried a couple times to delete, and it just didn't, and I didn't understand, and I was just like, well, that must just not be a thing. And I just kind of moved on blindly. Luckily, I was not streaming during that. People would have been very angry, and I don't wish to... I mean, I'm not as worried about people being angry. I'm more worried about, like, misrepresenting the system. Because the system is very cool, and I don't want to be like, huh, this doesn't work. And then, like, you know, people are like, actually, it does.
And just diminish other people's, like, effort. Yeah.
Yeah, don't wanna do that. Cool, though. Collect all those. Yeah, yeah! Oh dear, the door got deleted by accident. It's okay. I know which door it was. It was the giant, horrible door that is too big for the rooms. A mod update today, the ability to group hide volumes for odd-shaped rooms like caverns. Oh, that sounds super sweet! Holofox, do you have, like a link or something? I can, because I put this all up on YouTube afterwards, so I could definitely, like, link you in the description and be like, hey, this guy has, you know, Holofox has a bunch of mods and stuff.
I think I might have found one. Workshop plugin by Holofox.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll leave them to link whether they want to or not.
Cool.
But
so
yeah,
many floor tiles.
No. Okay.
Okay, no using the Patreon one, but that's fine. Work in progress is good, though. Yeah, gotta... Like a specific button, is that K or something? Nope. Select. The other ones should be free. Okay, so I'll look around and try to find your site then, Holofox, and link it so that there's some free stuff. Is that cool, or should I not? How do you want to handle it? Okay, yeah, totally fine then. If we find some stuff of yours and we do it, then we do it. If not, then not. Either way, thank you so much for the help that you've given. We're going to delete a whole bunch of floor tiles that were being used as ceiling tiles now, and then figure out how to build an actual working ceiling and hide volumes and things like that.
All right, yeah. Looks like I'm gonna have to go a little bit early, but
It's
yeah.
it's 11:55 anyway. We're at time, so thank you so much for hanging out.
Yeah. Take care, Matt.
Absolutely.
Thanks for all the advice, Hollow. All right.
Absolutely. Thank you guys. In fact, I'll probably just end early. I'll just end right now. So this is Talespire. It's a lot of fun. Everyone's got to buy a copy, or you just stream over to your friends. The models are pretty fun. You got magic missile and stuff like that. I assume there's other spells that you can kind of like figure out on your own or something like that. Or if there's not, there's something like I know there's ways to like. I know there's these ruler things which I never bothered looking at today, but you can do 6 tiles. In fact, like if you're doing a fireball, that's going to be like 8 tiles. So you just do that, then boom. And that lets you know what room you're in. There's no other spells yet. You're modding some in, though. Okay, awesome. Thank you so much, Holofox. Mods for spells would be great. So would systems. I know for me personally, I would be much more likely to recommend it to my friends if there was a working like 5e system built in, or whatever system that anybody like wanted to use at the time. But 5e is obviously, that's the most popular running around in the market currently. And so that would be a lot of fun, just to be able to show it off to my friends and have it be just this very cool like 3D method. I'm guessing there's a lot of also modded in creatures and things like that where you can just like run about and run rampant and have a ton of fun. So that's, I think, the best, is just being able to have a ton of fun with your friends. So with that, just want to once again, one of your friends is doing 5e. You'll be doing Paizo. Sweet, Paizo and 5e are definitely the 2 big ones. I'm looking forward to looking at those because that was one of my main concerns. But if you're doing it, then by all means, like, it's so good and so much fun. Anyway, that's going to be pretty much it for today. Talespire is awesome. The tabletopaudio.com is what was being utilized to provide music for today, so go ahead and check them out. And I think that is it. I hope everyone out there is having a great one. I'll see you all later. Bye.